Hey y'all, massive day at the Senate subcommittee hearing this morning. Here's a few highlights.
The studies designed to examine the long-term effects of the cumulative number of vaccines or other aspects of the immunization schedule have not been conducted. Who was the head of infectious disease at Henry Ford Medical Center. And he agreed to meet and to potentially do the study. He conducts clinical trials for vaccines, including for the Moderna COVID-19 vaccine. He's avowedly pro-vaccine. And when we met him, we argued that this was an opportunity to shut the anti-vaxxers up. To our surprise, Dr. Zerva said he would conduct the study. He recruited a chief epidemiologist and 2 statisticians within Henry Ford to do so. These were mainstream scientists who no doubt held orthodox views regarding vaccines. In early 2020, I received a copy of the study. It showed the results of the analysis comparing children enrolled in Henry Ford from 2000 to 2016 from birth onward who had no vaccines compared to those who had 1 or more vaccines. The study was based on actual medical records, meaning finally a large vaccinated versus unvaccinated study using health data from a major United States health institution, something, as the IOM pointed out, never existed before. The study began by explaining it set out to reduce vaccine hesitancy by assuring parents the CDC vaccine schedule is safe. Instead, what these researchers found was that vaccinated children had 4.29 times the rate of asthma, 3.03 times the rate of atopic disease, 5.96 times the rate of autoimmune disease, and 5.53 times the rate of neurodevelopmental disorders, which included 3.28 times the rate of developmental delay and 4.47 times the rate of speech disorder.
You're not a medical doctor, are you?
No, sir.
And you're not an immunologist or biologist or any kind of...
Or vaccinologist, no, but I depose them regularly, including the world's leading ones with regards to vaccines, and I have to make my claims based on actual evidence when I go to court with regards to vaccines. I don't get to rely on titles.
Okay.
It almost felt surreal watching this. A lot of us parents have been waiting for this time for a long time. And in fact, like it or not, this is what we voted for. This isn't a battle that any of us wanted to be a part of. It was a battle we were thrust into. Just a parent doing the best I can to raise my kids, which include my neurologically typical daughters who are going to be having kids soon. Like, hopefully not too soon, but soon. And I want to be on the right side of history and having stood up and said, we knew this was happening, but for so long our voices have been silenced, and finally someone's got the courage to go and say, let's make this change. People deserve to know the full risks associated. And if you've already decided that these studies are going to be bunk and they're no good and they're pseudoscience, you've already made up your mind. And if you don't like the results of this vaxxed versus unvaxxed study, then do it again. And do it again. And do it again. Isn't that science?